Well, today we're going to go into I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, a classic Elvis tune. This tune is originally, I think, from the movie Blue Hawaii, which was a really iconic movie I saw when I was a kid. And I remember wanting to go to Hawaii when I saw that movie. I immediately wanted to get a surfboard and move to Hawaii, which I ended up ironically doing. I live in Maui now, which is cool. Thank you, Elvis. So this song, I'm going to give you the easy strum version of this song. And so it's basically kind of a waltz feel. It's like a 6/8 time, and I'll show you. I'll sort of take it apart. I'll do the verse, chorus, and then the bridge. But I'm going to do it first with a pick and show you how the easy strum. And basically what it is I'm going to play through it, and I'll sing a little bit too, and then we'll go back and kind of take it apart. So before I do though, I want to show you the chords that are in the song. And it's C, E minor, A minor, F, C, G, then it goes F, G, A minor, and then back to your F, and then C, G, and C. Then the chords in the bridge, just so you know, this is what we're going to be approaching, is it's an E minor, the B7, does that 3 times. It does a little turnaround where it goes from E minor to A7, and then a D minor, and a G. So those are the chords that you have in the song. C, E minor, A minor, F, and G are the chords in the verse and chorus, and then E minor, B7, A7, D minor, and then it goes to a G. And that's in the little bridge. So let me go ahead and sing through a verse and chorus so you get the feel of it. And first I want to show you though the downstrokes. It's just all downstrokes. And I'm going to do it really slowly at first so you get that and you can really catch it. So I got my pick here. I'm going to play just a regular C chord. And our target note is this low C right here. And it's just like like a little waltz feel. E minor, A minor, A. Doing it slowly. F, take my whole C, life, G. It goes to an F, G, K, A minor, F, so that's the verse and the chorus feel. Before I go to the bridge, though, I'm going to show you just the intro. And the intro is just simply, it's a C, G, C, G, and it goes into the song. Okay? So that's a really simple intro, C, G, C, G. And again, I'm doing it a little bit slower than I'll do it up to speed shortly. So let me go ahead and go from the verse feel and the chorus feel, and I'm going to show you the bridge, okay? So F, take my whole C, whole life to the G. And we're going to do an F, G, G, up to an A minor. F, falling in C, love, G. Okay, now I'm going to take it to the bridge. I'm going to shout out the chords. E minor, B7, E minor, B7, those are 3 times. E minor, B7, a little turnaround, E minor to A7, E minor, A7, now a D minor to a G. Okay, let me just go back for a second and slowly show you those chords, because some of you might not be familiar with the B7th or I'm sure most of you know the E minor by now and the A7th. So the E minor you can play either way. You can play it like this, which is fine if that's comfortable for you. I would recommend for this song though, for ease of operation, put your third finger here on the second fret and tuck your, your second finger, and tuck your third finger underneath. I like this E minor for this song because then when you go to your B7th, which looks like this, so you got the second fret on the A, first fret on the D, second fret on the G, and then your pinky on the E2, second fret. That's what a B7th looks like. So you got that 3 times. Okay, let's take it slowly. B7, E minor, B7, E minor, B7th, and now it's going to do a little turnaround, E minor, A7th, D minor. So it goes E minor, and here's what an A7th looks like. You got your second finger, second fret, third finger, second fret on the B string, second finger, second fret on the D string, sorry. That's what an A7th looks like. And then on the D minor, you can do it this way if you want, which is just like a D, but you flatten the, so it's an E1, B3, G2, that's a D minor. And you want to hit that open D string as you strum that, and then to a G, regular old G. Okay, just doing a simple G. So let's go up to speed now. I'm going to do both the verse, the chorus, and into the bridge section. So here's the intro. Take my whole life too, 'cause I can't help falling in love with you. Second verse. Would it be a sin? 'Cause I can't help falling in love with you. To the bridge we go. Like a river flows to the sea, darling, so it goes. Something we're meant to be. Last verse. Third verse, let's say. Take my F chord. Falling in love. Let's take it to the bridge. Like a river flows slowly to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things were meant to be. Take my whole life too. time at the end. Falling in love. So a couple things before I leave you. At the very end, there's a little tag. So the way the song goes is the intro, first verse, second verse, bridge, third verse, bridge, the final verse, and then it doubles on the intro. There's a little tag on the intro. Once again, that goes. One more time. There's some little fills and things that happen in the way I do it normally if I play it live. But on that F chord, a lot of people have trouble with the F chord. I just want to mention this. So if you're having difficulty with the barring, you'll notice that I tend to do it with my thumb over. And the reason for that, part of the reason is I like the feel of it, but I can also get little licks in. Can't do that when you bar, because you don't have that open G. Now if you don't want to do it that way, and you don't want to do it this way, you can do it this way. I call that a partial. And all you got to do is start on that third fret of the D string and spell out the F chord. So 3, 2, 1, 1. But be mindful though, if you do it that way, and it sounds fine, but you have to be kind of really exact on your target note, which is that root F. Because if you hit it's not going to work. It's going to be a discord. So just wanted to comment on that F chord. And other than that, everything in there is pretty much an easy strum, 1, 2. So I played it slowly so that you could really grok what I'm doing. So here's the picking pattern for I Can't Help Falling in Love, finger style. Sounds like this. So what am I doing there? I'm coming down on the A string and the D string with my thumb. And then I pick up the G string with my first finger. And then the B string with my second finger. And then again the G string, my first finger. And then down on the D string with my thumb. So here's what it sounds like in slow motion. Thumb, thumb, 2, 1, thumb. Okay? Thumb, thumb, 2, 1, thumb. And then when we go to the other chords, I'll show you what happens. When we go to the G chord, which happens in the intro, it sounds like this. And then you just go to your G, your low G. But the other strings are the same. So you got the only difference between the C and the G chord. You go to that G chord, you hit a low E, E3, and you still jump to that D string. So it's low E string, D string, D string, B string, G string, D string. So it's thumb, thumb, second, first, thumb. Same pattern. This okay? So now let me go ahead and I'll do a slow version picking through the changes of the verse and the chorus, and we'll eventually get to the bridge. But I just want you to get the feel for it before I'll sing along with it so you know where we are in the song. So it starts out like this. It comes into wise men say only fools rush in, but of hard to sing that slow, but I wanted you to at least know where I am in the song and how the rhythm of it goes, and I'll play it up to speed shortly. So when I'm playing, it starts out with the C chord, same way we just did it, and then with the low E, you hit a E minor. Okay, so again, you hit the low note, the low E string, and then jump to the D string, B, G, D. So, and then A minor. Now the A minor, you're hitting the low A note, and by the way, we're capoed up here, so not really an A note, but that's the way it lands on the neck. So I'm just gonna the A string, I should say. And then on the F chord, there's two ways you can do that. If you're comfortable getting that low F, do it like this, which is exactly the same way I did the G and the E minor, where you hit the low E string first, and then jump to your D string, down, thumb, up, second finger, up, first finger, thumb. So the F sounds like this. Okay, same way we did the G and the C. So it's basically the same pattern. The only thing that changes is when you go to a G chord, you jump down to your low E string. But all the other strings are exactly the same. Okay? The E minor, same thing. Okay? So that's basically the pattern of the verse, chorus, and I'm going to play through it one more time. No, I'll play it up to speed now and see how that sounds. Only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Okay, so some of you may be just a little confused by what I just did. Let's see if you were paying attention. What I did on that F chord, and I do this because I automatically do this, I change things up when I'm playing a song, you know, subconsciously, I don't even know I'm doing it. So what I did was, and I want to share this with you, I went like this. I went, and here I went to a partial, because I showed you that partial F, you know, in case you can't do this one, and I went like this, which actually sounds great. So we're only utilizing the high 4 strings, starting out on that D string, the D3, which is a great sound. Now, if you choose to do that, and then back to the C, here's what I would recommend dynamically. Now go to the low F, the low E string on your F chord. Go to the, okay, which I showed you, the go to that high version of the F. And back to a C. Now, if that's too complicated for you, don't worry about it. It's just something I noticed that I did to make not the same F each time. Okay, I wanted to change it up a little bit. So that's always a choice. So you have a choice of going like this, which is the regular version, right? The low E string, then the D, G, B, G, D, which is our regular pattern. Or you can go. I just wanted to give you that choice, okay? So you can do that anytime in the song. Anytime you hit an F, you have the choice to go. And again, if you're a person who can't do that kind of F, just do it this way. So if your right hand is working, you got the finger picking thing going, go ahead and do a partial F. Okay? I'm glad we got that settled, because I think it's actually kind of an interesting change-up thing. So now let's take it to the bridge. In the bridge, we're doing the same picking pattern on the E. Start out with that low E string to a B. Now here you're picking up that high E string, so you'll notice. You notice I'm picking up that 2nd fret high E string. You don't have to do that, but you can just go. That's fine too, but it's kind of spicy to put that little high. So you have a choice there. You can go like a river flow. Simple version. Slowly into the sea. Now I'm going to put the 2nd fret E string in. Watch. Nice. And then you go back to your E minor to an A7th. Now the A7th, you just do A string, B string, G string, B string, G string. And then the D minor, starting with your D string, G string, B string, E string, B string, G string, to the G, which is the way we've been doing the G all along. We get our low E string in there first, and then jump to the D, G, B, G, D. So it sounds a little complicated sometimes when I call out the strings and stuff, but I hope that helps you get there. But once you get that pattern, that down, 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 up, down. So down, down. Yeah, it's down, down, up, down. And there's lots of versions of this. There's Travis picking. There's lots of ways to go. But I think for this song, this is the way it works best. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and play through. I'll play through in time, do the verse, the chorus, and then also the bridge section. Okay? Sounds like this. So here's the intro. Second verse. Would it be if I came falling in love with you? The bridge. Like a river flows slowly to the sea, darling, so it goes. One things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life through. Okay, so a couple other things I wanted to add. I was just talking to Jason. He goes, tell him about those fills you do, man, little walk-ups and stuff. So this is basically, we're working off the original Elvis version, okay, which does have that in it. But when I play it, you know, in a modern day situation, if I'm playing this live or with a band or whatever, I'll tend to put in some little fills in there. And I wanted to show you, it's like kind of the special sauce, I guess, you know, that makes it interesting. So the first thing I would say is, if you're in the C position, you have an option occasionally to do little hammer-ons. You'll notice I'll play it through it a little bit, and I'll use these things that I'm about to show you. It's just an option. So I'm just working off that D string. I'm doing a hammer-on with my second finger on the D string, second fret. And you'll notice I do this a lot. Where it really comes in, I think, handy is when you do the intro. Okay, I think this is the one that we were talking about. So, and then I do a little walk up. That's kind of nice. So what's that? That's a low E, E3, open A, A2, A3. It's a common like country walk up. But what it does is, if you're playing a little gig, acoustic gig, or just playing around, and you want stuff to kind of lead into the song, it's a great lead in. Take my whole life to. Here's the other one I like. Differentiates it from the original. What I'm doing there is I'm hitting a partial F, the one I showed you. What I do is I like this one because, again, you can't do this if you do the bar. It's a little trade secret. So you got to have that open G string available, right? So what I do is I'm playing my partial F or my thumb over F, and I'll do a little hammer-on the second fret of the G string. And you'll notice what I'm doing is I'm singing along with it. Here I do it. Okay? So the little hammer-ons, they're subtle, but they're effective. If you're performing and you want to have somewhere to go that's a little bit different maybe than the original, a little more, like I said, spicy. And you can utilize these little moves that I'm showing you in any song. Anytime you're in the C position, you can do that hammer-on. And you'll hear it a lot in a lot of songs. You can also work off the G string, so it could go. And the little walk up from you're basically walking up from a 5 chord to up to the 1 chord. So it's a simple lick, but I think it's kind of effective. So that is Elvis Presley, and a lot of my own version of "I Can't Help Falling in Love with You," which is just a beautifully written song. And Elvis was the king of rock and roll, as you probably know if you're an Elvis fan. And he was a game changer, man. When he came on the scene, he had so much raw soul and just primal, rock and roll vibe. He had rhythm in every part of his body, and really exciting performer and amazing singer, and all the way around the king. The blues had a baby and they called it rock and roll. And when Elvis came to the forefront, all we'd heard before that was, Muddy Waters and Frank Sinatra. And then Elvis came in and it was like, whoa, who's this guy? Nice hairdo. And so I'm glad I could share that with you. And we'll see you down the road. Thanks a lot.